Hey, welcome to Tad Talks, and today I've got 5 reasons you can or you should watch Major League Wrestling. MLW, their weekly show is Fusion, and yeah, we'll just get right into the list. Number 5, it is the Hart Foundation. Yes, for all those old school wrestling fans, you might think I'm talking about Brett and Jim the Anvil, but no. This is the newest Hart Foundation, which has Teddy Hart, Davey Boy Smith Jr., which is British Bulldog's son, and Brian Pillman Jr. And they are easily the most exciting thing, usually on the weekly programs. They've got a feud going on right now with Dynasty, led by my favorite cockweasel, MJF. And yeah, that feud's been really good so far. This week, they actually, Richard Holiday and MJF ran off with the Teddy Hart's middleweight title, which was pretty funny. And other than that, it's an exciting hour of television. Number 4, we've got Mance Warner, the Southern Psychopath, all about the light beers and lariats. I love Mance Warner. I didn't really know of him until he came to MLW, and he's another reason that the weekly show Fusion is so great, because you never know what he's going to get up to. But his feud with Selena De La Renta has been great, and it's kind of funny to think it all started over a spilled beer. And number 3, we got the Lucha Libre style. They do a lot. They like to try and diversify the hour. They've got the hardcore style. They got a lot of lucha libre, traditional wrestling, grappling, and a lot of hybrid styles. And it's a great show to watch, to look for new up-and-comers like Mance Warner. And number 3, we've got the lucha libre style, because they usually have at least one match in the lucha libre domain. And a couple weeks ago, they had Flamita and Ray Horace wrestling, and that match was phenomenal. I don't know how many people expected that to be one of the greatest matches of the night, but it really was. And that's because Selena De La Renta was running it that week, and man, this is the second time they've given her the reins over MLW, and she does a great job. The 2 episodes she's had reigns over, she has completely smashed. They've both been incredibly awesome. And for the number 2 reason is Jim Cornette has finally made his return to a commentary desk. And if you know Jim Cornette, you know what to expect. He's always high energy, talking smack. It's especially hilarious whenever Sami Callihan would have a match, because Jim Cornette would just lose his shit, mainly because of what he did to Eddie Edwards with the baseball bat in Impact Wrestling. So yeah, Jim Cornette's always going off the wall, and this week's episode, actually, Rich Bocchini went off the wall a little bit. He's the other commentary guy, and those two are a great combo. Given more time, I really see them being hailed as a great commentary team, probably one of the best of all time. Because they are always massively entertaining, and they're both kind of the yin to each other's yang, so they really work great. If you're tired of like WWE commentary teams like Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, which I love Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton, these guys are a welcome bit of fresh air. And of course, you've got Jim Cornette, who's already established as one of the greatest commentary guys of all time. And Rich Bocchini's really starting to come into his own. And the number 1 reason you should be watching Major League Wrestling, you've heard me mention her a couple times in this video, that is none other than the impresaria Selena De La Renta. And what I really like about her and what she brings to MLW Fusion, not only is she she's quickly becoming one of the greatest heel managers I have ever seen of any time period. And she has that swagger that just makes you, Selena, why are you doing this? But she's really becoming more prevalent in Major League Wrestling, especially on Fusion. with her faction with the likes of Ricky Martinez, the Sicario, Io del LA Park, and of course LA Park, who is in contention for the next title shot. And so yeah, Selena is one of my favorite things about MLW Fusion, and she's one of the people that keeps me coming back from week to week. And before we end this, just a couple honorable mentions. They do, see, all their pay-per-views are actually just part of their weekly television deal with beIN Sports. So you can actually watch all their pay-per-views for free on beIN Sports. And the way I watch is on YouTube, because since not a lot of people have beIN Sports, they also put them all up on YouTube every week. So they come on Mondays on YouTube. I believe it's either 7 or 8 o'clock. But yeah, go to their channel. I'll leave a link in the description. And if you're wanting something different before AEW starts, MLW Fusion is the way to go. It's never boring. It's always a good hour of television. And some other quick honorable mentions. Got to mention Dynasty, the team of MJF, the Cockweasel, Richard Holiday, and Alexander Hammerstone. Which Hammerstone's a newer guy in MLW, but he's already making his star known. He is currently the new openweight champion, which they just had a tournament to decide that, and that was a really good tournament. The match where Alexander Hammerstone won against Brian Pillman Jr. was excellent. And the Hart Foundation and Dynasty have one of the greatest feuds going on now. So yeah, I think that about sums it up. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with all of my latest videos. Be sure to like and comment. Tell me what you think of MLW and other promotions you like. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.